Hi, Dave here again. So, this is my second video talking to you about fibro and what that means to me. Now, this video is just about how it affects me. Everybody is different. It's not about facts for you, but this is how it affects me personally on a day-to-day basis. So we'll give you a little bit of contents. So 3 years ago, being a postman, I used to work 6 till 2, and after a shift I used to work 6 days a week, and I'd get home 2 o'clock, 2:30, something like that, and I would be flat out. Now, obviously, being a postman, it's a physical job. You're walking 10, 12, 13 miles every day. So it's very physical on the body. And eventually I went to the doctor, and for me, being late 30s, so 37, 38, 39, something like that, to me it didn't seem right, even though I was active. Why was a 37, 38, whatever it might be, falling asleep at 2 o'clock for 2 hours? Now, you could say it's an early morning, because some mornings I started work really early at 4:30. But for the age I was, I shouldn't be falling asleep like that at all. You know, my mind, I am a young person, or I was a young person. And the fatigue. So obviously I'd go home and I would sleep for 2 or 3 hours, and then regularly go to bed 11 of the night time. But yeah, like I said, 3 years ago that happened, and I went to the doctor, because for me it made no sense because of my age. Now, she did say, well, it could be this, it could be that, and with everything they have to diagnose what it is. So that's if you've got this, that, and that. But the difference is most symptoms and most diseases, whatever it might be, have the same sort of symptoms. So they have to screen everything and take things away. So they say, we'll try this, no it's not that, we'll try this, no it's not that. And then you come to the decision that it is this, hence why I got the diagnosis of fibro. Now, for me, giving up my job was hard, because it was a job I absolutely loved. I had a brilliant shift partner. It worked for me. I'd have the afternoons to myself, so I could go and see my children. I was a very likeable character in the office, and obviously then when we got out on delivery I had great customers, and everyone respected me, I suppose, in a way, and I really enjoyed the job. And so the first time I went off, I was off for about 4 months, because I couldn't physically do the job. It almost hits you like a brick wall. Your energy level is kaput, which is back to the fatigue side of it. The fatigue is unbelievable. You could get up in the morning. Well, now you could. Sorry about that. So now you could get up in the morning and fall asleep an hour later. It's just, unfortunately, that can happen. So the fatigue is one of the worst parts of the condition, along with a lot of body pain. Mine was in my back. It was just back pain. also my shoulders. It felt like I had, I suppose you'd say, something sat on your shoulder. So yeah. Anyway, let's get back to it. The second time I went off, I know I'm rambling a bit, and please bear with me. I will eventually sort it all out. It's easy for me to explain bits and bobs, and then I will, as I start my videos properly, I'll get into more detail. Just right now, I like to tell you things, how it's affected me so far, and then we'll go into more detail, like almost like bullet points as the videos carry on. So my second time off, which is this time, and for me, the fatigue, the pains, the aches, the burning sensation. But for me, I'm looking at other symptoms for other diseases and stuff as well. And we're trying to eliminate them, hence why I'm still under the doctor. Even though I've got fibro, there are other diseases that go alongside fibro. Sorry. But for me at the moment, I know I'm diagnosed with fibromyalgia, which is a disability, which for me is, I wouldn't say embarrassing, but coming from someone that used to do a posting for a job, pretty much walking the streets, delivering mail every day, to now realising that I can't do that job. It affects you differently. You feel almost like your life's been taken away. Well, that part of your life's been taken away. And I'm not particularly old. I'm not a 65, 66, 67-year-old man. You know, I'm in my 40s. I shouldn't feel like this. And there'll be a lot of people who will say, well, you smoke. Well, I vape. But even that, it shouldn't matter. Again, I'm not 50, 60. And I find it hard to accept the fact that I can't do the job that I loved for 7 or 8 years. I did it. Like I said, I had my own duty. I loved my customers. They liked me as their postman. And I think that's why it's taken so long, apart from the fact that the getting results in takes time, of course, but this is no reason why I decided to do this, because I can tell my subscribers how I feel and how it affects me, and I hope some people out there will go, well, yeah, we feel like that, and I hope they go, well, he's told his story, we'll do it as well. Almost like a little hand on the shoulder kind of thing. I'm not doing it for the sort of aspect. It's kind of like, you know, people know, people can relate to things. And for me, again, another one for me at the moment is my mobility. Yeah. So obviously I can't do my job anymore. Now I bet you all out there watching this, or will watch this and think, what the hell is this geezer rambling on about old git? You would be right, but I find that if you listen to people about certain problems, whatever, you get to find out what to look out for, you know, because it is a worldwide thing, fibro. It's out there. It's not nice. Living with it can be strenuous on relationships and stuff like that. I'm very thankful that I've got a very, very supportive family behind me that understands that there are certain things I can't do that I was able to 5-6 years ago. And I'm putting this together because it helps to talk, I suppose, people say if you don't open up, how can you heal? I agree with that. Sometimes just talking is a way of healing, and explaining the situation that you're going through. Sometimes you can't do it face to face, and it's hard to get a lot of things off your chest. Like when it first started, I had a burden that I was letting people down. I know I wasn't, but it felt like that. And sometimes just talking really does help. But anyway, yet again, I'm rambling again. But the symptoms make you feel like you can't do more than what you should be able to do. Well, for me, what you should be able to do at a certain age. And that's how I feel. Everyone's different. And and to be fair, I've took a knock. It really has knocked a lot of confidence out of me, to be honest with you. Being very active, to being someone that at times can't walk, can't talk properly. And again, hopefully I can put these into videos so you can see me at my worst, because I'm hoping someone might watch it and go, I recognise that, I do that. Maybe I should go to the doctor and say, look, I've seen this guy on YouTube, he says he's got this. Do you know what I mean? So I will be putting more content up. I do want people to see me at my worst, because hopefully it'll help. And if it only helps one person, then I'm happy with that. But like I said, it helps to talk. So, sorry I've rambled on for however long. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope that if it does mean something to you, go and get looked into. But like I said, as we do more and more videos, I will break down certain things into sort of bullet points, as it were, so as the videos go on. So, thank you for listening. I hope I haven't burnt your ears too much. And look after yourself.